not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
Tuesday, baby. We are ready for a Blue Dot family meeting. I'm glad y'all are here. Otherwise, I'd be sitting here by myself. Well, I am sitting here by myself. Anyway, it is Tuesday, and the sun has shined all day. It's been a fairly good day, so I hope you enjoyed yours tremendously. Anyway, Dwayne I'm sorry, I ain't never going to get it right, buddy. I'm stuck on the old one. Dwizzle 2.0 is with his buddy Griffin, Christina Sanchez, thank you very much. Susan Greenland, Common Sense is in the room, and we're always glad to hear that. Trudy Baxter and Carl Vogel, Sammy Marcy's in the room, and Irene Lambert. And I'm sorry to interrupt this program. This just in. It is Irene Lambert's birthday today, and I know that. And Irene is a big help to this family. So, hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Irene. Happy birthday to you, and thank you for everything you do. She shares our shit all the time. Anyway, continuing on with our news breakup. Victoria Osbourne is here. Teresa Hicks, Penny Hartleman, Kelly Harris, and Jeanette Miller. Our own Miss Chick is in the room, thank goodness. Silly Bebo, Brittany is here. Bunny Griffin, Dorothy Tyndall. Hey, shit, Reva's here. Everybody's here. Shit. Let me grab my little thing because my hand is, there we go. Shit, yeah. I got this shit. Don't worry about it. Pauline Hall, Mark, our Voodoo greeter, and Dwayne's music is in the, anyway. Hi, Pauline. How you doing, darling? Anyway, what's going on in the news today? Well, it's another big day of breaking news and earth-shattering observations of shit that... Are you shitting me? Yeah, you come out and said Obama. It's all about Obama now. Yep, that's what it is. When the scandal gets too high, when the pressure gets too high on him, and he doesn't like the news cycle, well, he has to do something drastic. So this time it's Obama. That's right. Obama is guilty of treason. Did something with the 2016 with the Russian investigation, and it was all a hoax, and they found out, and now they're going to come out, and Tulsi Gabbard, the director of national intelligence, is on top of the game and gonna. Are you shitting me? Didn't we have an investigation into that shit? I thought they even wrote a report. I thought a bunch of congressmen and senators and bipartisanship signed that shit, saying yes, Russia did try to interfere in the 2016 election, but that's not the point. It's because Obama did it. Obama did it. It was all treason, and they're going to get to the. Are you shitting me? Anything he can throw at the wall, baby. When he gets all nervous about his shit, you can bet your ass he's going to pull something out, going to throw it up against the wall. But the sad thing is, it's not just an investigation. I mean, his mouth. It's not just his mouth on Truth Social running his shit. No, he's actually bringing in Tulsi Gabbard, who, yeah, there's a qualified person, to dig up the truth and expose all the so the little video that he put out will come true, and Obama will be arrested, and Trump will be hailed as a, oh yeah. I miss you. I know
Hi, John.
It's sickening. It
And I
is.
think Obama did actually respond, but I would
Yes, he
have to dig
did.
around to find that.
He
I,
did respond. And he started out by saying that they normally do not respond to his bullshit because there's so
right.
much bullshit. You know, how can you deal with that on a daily basis? You can't. But yeah, this one he did.
Well, and
And
that's the thing is I'm glad he did because I was reading in my Substack today, and one of them I follow is The Cycle with Rachel Whitecoffer.
right?
And Rachel says, politicize everything, a blueprint for a party that fights. And she starts out, well, I'll just read some of this to you. Let me start with the obvious. Republicans politicize everything. They politicize natural disasters, they politicize immigration, they politicize murder victims, train derailments, gas prices, egg prices, hamburgers, light bulbs, M&Ms, and your damn stove.
You're
If
a
a dog
damn
slips
stove.
on the right, if a dog slips on ice in Iowa, Steve Bannon's podcast will have it chalked up to Biden's America by lunchtime. Fox News will feature it on a 5-segment loop over under border chaos. By dinner time, Ted Cruz is tweeting about how Trump would have salted the sidewalk himself.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Democrats are out here still asking for permission to feel angry. Here's where she
Hmm.
goes into it. It's 2025. If you're just now figuring out that everything is political, you're not behind the curve, you are the curve. And the curve is currently being flattened by a fascist movement that figured out 20 years ago that emotion beats policy, fear
Every
beats
time.
fact, and
Every time.
offense beats defense every damn time. So here's the blueprint. No more hand wringing, no more being the adults in the room.
Nope.
That room is on fire and the arsonists are giving press conferences. Let's suit up. The first rule is you seize the frame or you lose the narrative. Republicans are already 20 tweets deep blaming Democratic policies before you even finish reading the news alert. They don't care if the accusation is coherent, much
Nope.
less accurate. The goal is to own the frame, and once they've said it, the public doesn't forget it. Democrats, by contrast, default to vague condolences and thoughts about healing. No, you don't beat fascism with empathy statements. You beat it with clarity, repetition, and fire. When disaster strikes, identify the
Like that
Republican
fire.
fingerprints and say it out loud. Did Texas underfund its disaster response? Did they oppose flood relief because it was a blue state problem? Did they gut the weather forecasting system, then act surprised when nobody saw the storm coming? Say it immediately. Not after your advisors poll test it for 3 days, not in your 17-point policy plan, on camera, on Twitter, on TikTok, now. And you don't need all the receipts up front. MAGA never does. You
No.
need guts.
No, they don't. They go on emotional statements.
Right. Then you name names. Did your Republican governor refuse Medicaid expansion? Name them. Did your GOP rep vote against disaster relief and then show up at the ribbon cutting? Name them. Did MAGA senators vote to defund FEMA, NOAA, or the damned National Weather Service and then blame Biden for their state floods? Name them. And don't just tweet it. Run ads in their districts. Put their face on a billboard. Drag them in earned media. Politics is marketing. You don't sell a message by whispering. Next, nationalize the local failures. Republicans are masters at this. One immigrant commits a crime and it becomes a symbol of border anarchy. One trans kid goes on TikTok and it's the end of Western civilization. Democrats, on the other hand, keep treating every crisis like a local zoning board issue. Texas has had multiple preventable catastrophes in just the last few years, from a frozen power grid to a botched flood response to maternal mortality rates that make 19th century Ireland look functional. And Democrats still treat these as isolated incidents. They are not. They are proof of a governing philosophy, a warning label on the Republican product. The GOP runs on a platform of cruelty and negligence, and their disasters aren't accidents, they're blueprints. You don't stop there, you flip the attack. Republicans say crime, you say red states lead the country in murder. They scream border crisis, you say Republicans are kidnapping veterans off the streets. They yell woke, You say, why are Republicans obsessed with bullying kids? You don't win these fights by refuting, you win by counterattacking. And here's a dirty little secret. Your policies can be brilliant, but they won't win if you don't moralize them. You don't say, we increased funding for public schools by 4.2%. You say, every child deserves a great education, and won't let Republicans steal that from them. You don't say, we expanded the earned income tax credit. You say, we cut taxes for working people while Republicans gave handouts to billionaires. The public doesn't vote for technocracy. They vote for tribe. So tell them what side you're on. Make it emotional, make it righteous, and make it loud. And finally, make it permanent. Republicans have a 24/7 outrage machine, from Fox News to Turning Point USA to every godforsaken Facebook uncle in the Midwest. They are always on offense. Democrats? They start each election cycle like it's a cold start on an old car. New consultants, new slogans, new energy, no continuity. Every campaign doing their own thing. You need all the swing candidates pounding the Republican Trump record in their paid media. You need a permanent war room. You need a rapid response team ready to light up the airwaves the second Republicans screw up. You need elected Democrats, famous Democrats, party leaders, creators, surrogates, meme makers, and flamethrowers all ready to roll in one theme. You need to nationalize the fight every day in every district, whether it's ruby red or royal blue. You don't beat MAGA with better manners. You beat them with message, discipline, moral urgency, and relentless offense. You beat them by refusing to treat politics like a graduate seminar and instead treating it like what it is, a war for the survival of the country. Politicize the pain, name the villains, tell the truth. Gerrymander California, and for God's sakes, don't apologize for it. The country is burning. Either we fight fire with fire, or we all get burned.
It was asked who wrote that. I'd like to reiterate that. Who wrote that?
Rachel Bitecofer.
Very well written.
Bitecofer.
Very well written. And very to the point. Brings up a lot of questions, doesn't it? It's not on their plate. It's on our plate. And how we respond to this.
Well, and in that vein, we don't let up on this Epstein thing. We do not let up on it at all.
It's the one issue right now that should stand on its own. Stand on its own, whether it be Republican or Democrat, liberal or independent, liberal or conservative. Every one of us should stand up against pedophilia in a crime ring that exploited young girls. All of us should be able to do that.
Yeah.
That was very well written. Very well.
It was very well written. It got me today. It's like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And not to change the subject, but just to mention it, the other thing that got me today was Ozzy Osbourne passed away.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And it surprised me that my son, who is barely 30 years old, was sitting in the car next to me when it came over the radio, and in his response, was it surprised me. He's very much into Ozzy Osbourne. And
yeah.
So
yeah, I'm I'm not one of those people that knows everybody's songs and everybody's everything or whatever, but I remember a few Ozzy Osbourne songs. And
here's my problem, and I fess up to it all the time. I know the song, may not remember the name of the song, the title.
Right. Well, Crazy Train, everybody knows Crazy Train.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You don't? You would if you heard it.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I think I do know that. But no, it's the who sang that. Well, I don't give a shit. I don't pay attention to that. I mean,
one of the ones I like is one of
to an extent, but as a whole, like I said, we all have a soundtrack in our head of our life.
One of his quieter songs, because it was a little more toned down, was Mama, I'm Coming Home. I really like that one. That was a good song.
Yeah, see, I'd have to listen. I'd have to hear it to go, oh, yeah, that one. I remember that one. That's the way John always has been. Boy, had a shit. Well, let's get this shit going because You
Yeah,
know
let's
who?
get this crazy train going, because what
Let's
the
go.
hell?
Yeah, what the hell? What the hell? It's been a hell of a day too. Now it's David. There he is. How you doing, Dave?
Hi guys, hi Mr. Chick,
Hey,
hello
Dave.
family. I'm not
How's
here for a
everything down
long.
under, buddy?
We're not cashless, I can tell you that much. But I just want to say that I'm not here for a full show. I'm expecting a four-legged patient in soon, so
Oh Lord,
I'll make this disappear when you don't expect it. Okay.
that's
But
fine,
I
Dave.
just wanted
Bless you for what you do, brother. I swear.
my pleasure. I have more value for four-legged and two-legged furry things than
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
for
I can relate.
balding fat men that are presidents. Um, Look, I just want to throw a couple of things out there to let people know that probably what the world feels, and I as an Australian and reflecting the Australian people's values, I suppose, or opinions. Um, my anger jumped enormously, as I'm sure many in the world did when Trump released that disgusting video of Obama being degraded and that arrest video, that fake video,
Yeah,
and him sitting there and laughing. This turned the White House into a child's playroom,
it's more
into
dangerous than
a
that, Dave, because he got the director of national intelligence to reopen the investigation into the 2016 Russia
and
hoax. That's serious
that's what
shit.
scares me. That scares me
Yes,
because they are in control, meaning that because of let me lead up to this, because of what's happening with the Epstein thing, they are in total control of everything when we realize the evidence is in their hands. Potential evidence is in their hands, meaning that they can manufacture evidence on Obama because of the people involved with Epstein are the sort of people that would be involved in manufacturing evidence against Obama. Powerful, rich liars that could make Obama look
I don't
seedy.
think so, Dave.
Um, and it's an offence because if anything the world does know, he was one of your most honest presidents you ever had. And he didn't need to cheat. He
No,
didn't need to do what he's been accused of. This man is so guilty and so tied up in Epstein. It's absolutely unbelievable.
he's
I
gonna
want
do
to
anything to distract from it. Anything. So
I want to read
accusing
something that
Obama of treason, no problem. Not a problem.
I don't think that's going to look. None of this stuff that he's throwing out there, as in I'm suing Fox and Murdoch, whatever. He
Yeah.
can't afford to do that because he needs to give discovery, and a very good
Well, that's how
lawyer
come
would take him to pieces.
that whole lawsuit, the 10 billion or 20 billion, whatever he's got going against 60
10,
Minutes in the
10
Walls.
billion.
Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere. It'll get tossed out
No,
likely by the court just on its merit. But even if it didn't, he would have to find some way to fucking back off of that because you're right. If it were to proceed, it opens up him to a deposition.
yes,
Ooh, that's not
and
good.
it could open up a jar of worms in many areas for him. I mean,
Yeah.
the last deposition he done didn't go too well for him.
Nope.
I mean, the deposition Epstein took, he walked out on because they asked him questions about his dick. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but they did in their position. Is it true, Mr. Epstein, that your dick is so forth and this and point you at this end and it's fair enough. He walked out, even though he's a low life fucking arsehole
Mm.
pedophile. He walked out because no one should be subject to that. But that's not relevant to testimony. It should never be. But I want to just say something to America because America's in the driving seat at the moment, even though they're in the back seat in the eyes of the world and put there by Donald Trump. Actually, you're not even in the back seat, you're in the boot, or the trunk, as you call it in America. I want to say this, and I put this into a couple of YouTube comments on posts. One was on the Obama thing, and I got a lot of yeah, Matt, you're absolutely right, and I felt shit. There is some good Americans out there, and I
There's a
wrote
few,
this.
buddy.
Is America and the world seriously okay with pedophiles getting away with their evil because they are rich,
Yeah.
connected, and/or are presidents? How dare
I think
you?
this is. I think
No,
this is.
you,
I do think it
you
reaches
are not.
deeper than
Let
the
me finish
borders of
this,
the United
buddy.
States. I think this dips into a lot of people around the world, not just
You are no better than the pedophiles or the traffickers that exist. Corrupt politicians, wealthy, connected celebrities, protecting corrupt politicians, wealthy, connected celebrities. Redactions in this case are not there to protect the innocent, they're to protect the offenders or friends of the White House. They are not victims, they are
Well,
offenders.
I
So
don't want
much
you to worry.
evidence
I
from
don't
this
want you to worry,
investigation.
Dave, because Todd Blanche is he's on his way. He's having a meeting with Christine Maxwell. So
That's reassuring. So much evidence
yeah.
from the investigation. So many names, many victims, many identified, many have paid hush money, been paid hush money. Many have done interviews or have committed suicide. But because of the offenders are wealthy, connected politicians and or celebrities, it's acceptable,
Then
and we must cover
then
for those poor
does
things.
justice
Bless
turn a
their
blind
hearts.
eye to that? That was the question I was really bothered with the other day. Is what is it speaks to our society if this is allowed to be overlapped with another big story or some bullshit or
This is
let
second
it
to
fade
murder.
away.
This is second to murder. Come on,
This
John.
yeah,
This is second
this
to
is
murder. This is
this
you
is
got a
worse than
murderer
murder.
and you're a pedophile.
This is
You
worse
know,
than murder. This is yeah. And like I said,
this,
what does
and
it
it's not
say
one
about a
offense.
society that allows that to slide by? We can't let it slide by. And it is the one
Exactly.
issue right now that there should be no dividing line. There should not be a right or a left. Either you're guilty or you're not. And if you're fighting tooth and nail for us to find out if you're guilty or not, well, I just have to assume that you got something to hide. And when we're talking about
Well,
something to
that
hide, nobody's hiding. You know, this whole Trump shit with Epstein, and you look at the man's whole freaking history. This is not hard to figure out. It's not rocket science. It follows a pattern. He's done this shit before with his own daughter, with young ladies. You know, he's showed his cards before. So this is not new. It's not hard to take that leap to go, well, was he involved? Hell yes, he was involved. Hell yes, he was involved. So what do we do with that? You can't just blow it off by
John,
legalities.
America is in the driving seat to morality here. Do we look? These people. Think about it. These people that they're trying to protect. Oil executives, bank executives, insurance executives, financiers,
Sure.
investors, they're movie stars, TV personalities, sports stars, international politicians.
A
These
whole list,
people
brother.
do not deserve.
A whole list.
They
You
do
know
not
there is.
deserve.
You know it
They
is.
don't
And there are going to
deserve
be
our
people on there that
respect,
you're going to be
John.
very disappointed that when you find out who's on there, that you're going to be heartbroken over it.
But we deserve to know.
But does that negate the responsibility to follow this investigation through, to not let up on it? Because let's face it, it's been gotten away with long enough. It's back in the news now. It was almost fading away.
John, many people are coming up now with stories. I've noticed, and I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot more ladies coming out saying, yes, I was a victim. Yes, I was a victim. They've got no objection to their list coming out.
That puts a lot of pressure on them, but I'm proud of them. But it can't be a standard for everybody, because it's a heartbreaking information with the names redacted.
John, even
involved.
one of his own staff members come out this week and said in 1993 he was at Mar-a-Lago and there was a event arranged, and it was supposed to be a calendar girl screening. So be it. It turned out it was Trump. It was supposed to be a whole pile of VIPs there, and
is
they
that
had
where
tables
he was
laid out.
having them come in like cattle and look up their dress and all that shit?
I'll continue. You may take of this what you want, but this is pure evidence, and this is one of his staffers, ex-staffers, and this person said that the only person that turned up was Epstein, and the only person that was invited was Epstein, and there was dozens and dozens of young girls, some underage, some of age, but many underage, and they were there for those two guys, and they left with girls. So that's all. That's on the Ring of Fire. He's reporting out on the Ring of Fire. He's pretty straight up, that guy. He's he fact checks. So seriously, there's many more stories coming out, and Trump is going to do so much desperate stuff
He's
take
going
your
to.
mind off it.
Hence, we have the Obama issue now. Oh my God, Obama created treason. Trump said treason. All that shit. It's just
And
Russia,
Russia, Hillary, Steele, all
whatever
that.
it takes, baby. Whatever it takes. Hey, let me catch up real quick because Dan Hack came in with a $5 donation and said if Emile Beauvais passed the Senate, he will be a justice on the Supreme Court. Let that little nugget cite it. I can't believe they're gonna. Yeah, leave it to the freaking Republicans if they do. Lincoln came in with $5, said Trump was Doe in 174 in the Epstein files. So without further ado, fuck Trump and 86 174. Wait, 86 174. All right, I'm missing that one, Lincoln. Was John Doe. What, 86 174?
I forget what the 174
Well,
is.
that one. Well, he just said 174. He was listed as 174.
I think it was one of his felon numbers, wasn't it? I don't know.
Oh, maybe so. Maybe so. And there you go. Anyway, Azerbaijan.
Oh, I know what it was. It was
what?
his. It was his
His,
identity in the papers, in the Epstein file paper things.
To keep
Or
the
whatever.
names of the guilty hidden. Something like that. Azerbaijan Knudsen, and I hope I pronounced that right, and I know I didn't, came in with a 50 Norwegian krone donation. I'm just so... Anyway. Sadly, Ozzy died today. Loved the guy. He lasted longer than anyone expected. It looks good for our longevity. Now let's hope Trump expires next. Get out of your mouth to God's ears, I swear. Yes, Ozzy did live, I think, a whole lot longer than a lot of people expected him to, given his lifestyle.
He put a lot of drugs through his body, didn't he?
Oh man, he tested a lot.
Yeah.
And Keith Thompson, that Marine, came in with $2, said he was murdered to shut him up. Who was murdered? Epstein. Yeah. Well,
Epstein.
Yeah. And Lincoln came back with another $10, said the marking on Epstein's neck were totally parallel to his shoulder blades, not a U shape. He was 100% strangled, and it only takes 2 minutes and 53 seconds. I'm glad you know that, Lincoln. Yeah, I don't think anybody buys
How many
he
minutes
committed
were missing?
suicide. I don't think anybody buys that shit.
No.
Uh,
No. Not with 2 minutes of video missing.
When the guards were just conveniently, not paying attention, had things to do, go to
Did
bathroom.
you know that in the last financial year, this is why I say there's plenty of files, because the FBI was there for 2 weeks in Epstein's property on the island going through all these files, and I do recall the video footage from CNN and MSNBC showing all these agents going through all these files and going through every part of the island, finding little nooks and crannies and photos and videos, and it was VHS tapes, I think it was back then. But there was they found in his last financial year that wasn't declared, $1.1 billion went through Epstein's hands. He was dealing with some very wealthy people.
Yeah. How did he make his money? Just financier? That's it? Just
Blackmail. Blackmail. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was blackmail. Pure black. And one of these guys
one
now
visit
that
to
was
the
single
island
back
and you got the evidence, that's for damn sure.
But a lot of these guys now are married, John. I mean, they were maybe billionaires before they were married, went to the island, dirtied themselves up, and now married and could turn out to be pedophiles and lose half, or all of it if they go to jail.
All of it, lose all of it. I don't give a shit. Yeah, we're playing with heavy hitters here.
There's some very nasty stuff going to come out by Trump, which is going to make him look bad because he is now babbling on with stupid shit that no one can possibly believe about Obama and those sorts of shitty things. I mean, to bring up stuff that Russia.
Arrested right there on the spot.
We know Russia got involved in your elections.
Yes.
In both Trump's elections.
In an attempt to get him elected, and I think it worked. Because we have a lot of dumbasses in this country. You know, we got to.
But the problem also is, guys, what's going on in the background while we're doing all this, and everyone's running around saying Trump, Epstein. We are really distracted from what other shit that these guys are saying. Hang on, even though we don't. I mean, they've set up J.D. Vance, I'm sure, to walk right in and step right up and take over. They expect Trump to go down. I don't think they care if he goes down, most of them, the GOP or MAGA, because they know he's a dead weight. He's a problem. And they've got what they want.
If they haven't figured it out by now, they need to take some stock because, he is going to be dead weight. He cannot run again, although we all know he's going to try. If he's still breathing, you bet your ass he's going to try some way to run for a third term. Because he was cheated out of one or whatever. Some bullshit. But yeah. And
come on, guys! I see you got a couple of green hands up there, John. Get your hands up here so I can.
The invitation
provide
is there.
A couple of people down there. They maybe don't even know. There you go. They didn't even know. Probably they had their phones in their pockets.
Hey, I want to thank Benjamin Bowen. What? Benjamin Bowen, who came in with a $20 donation. Benjamin, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you. Candace.
And John, at the end of the last show where we got cut off, Blue Dot Greeter had donated $10.
Blue Dot Leader.
Greeter.
Oh, Mark.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. That indeed he did. I remember that. Poor Mark. Yes, he did. Mark, thank you very much. I've spoken to him here lately, and there's a mystery going on. I'm waiting to solve.
And just before I go, I'm going now, John. I'm leaving. Just before I leave, I want you to be aware that Trump, in his current term, is fired 8 generals and admirals. So what is he setting up? Right? He's putting his own generals and admirals in.
That's what an authoritarian dictator does, Dave.
Yep.
He installs loyalists into our military.
They do.
Yeah.
Good night, America.
Good night, Dave. Thank you for coming in, brother. Appreciate it.
Good night, Dave. Or good day, Dave.
Thank you again, Dave, for the shit that you do, brother.
I'm coming now, guys. No worries.
Well, take care of business. All right. Anyway, Candace.
Hey, John.
How are you doing, darling?
Oh, sitting on this porch, listening to everybody reading the comments.
I like the sitting on the porch part.
Got enough breeze. It's nice.
It's in the evening. Yeah, it cools off a little bit. Today was a little warm, a little sunshiny.
Keeps that breeze. Keeps the mosquitoes away. You all right? Yeah. I just hope the falls, of course, brings the list out, but more importantly, not just everybody owns an island.
No.
So how did he even get the money to buy an island?
Oh. I've looked into a little bit of Jeffrey Epstein.
Bezos don't even own an island.
And his early background does not suggest wealth.
No.
He was a teacher for a little while. Then all of a sudden, I can't remember the transition. What was the transition from being a normal, New Yorker to
That's debatable.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. But he sure did it in a big way.
Right.
And
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
I think
Bezos don't even
I
own
think
an
this
island.
service that he was providing started early back with him.
Oh yeah, it goes back years.
I think so. And once you get the right people involved in that, well, they're beholden to you. You have information that could really damage the shit out of them. So they need to keep your ass happy. Plus, they want to enjoy the benefits more of see where this leads. Evidently they were enjoying it, so don't have any fucking mercy for these motherfuckers.
I mean, this is really going to be. My worry about it all is that if they do release everything in there, that we've already got a problem with all these conspiracy theories that are just. How much more is it going to monopolize when these people get their hands on these investigations and oh, we didn't land on the moon. Yeah, we landed on the moon. No, we didn't land on the moon. You know what I mean? Jeez.
Anything, I wouldn't be surprised if he, threw that in the pot too, that the moon landing was fake, he's going to try to come up with any damn thing he can, that to try to outward. Well, that's the problem. Is I'm concerned because the more weight that this Epstein thing carries, the more he has to counter, the more drastic the news has to get. And what is he willing to do to change a news cycle? You know what I mean? To try to get the news off of him, he's willing to do some shit. Right now, he's starting off small potatoes, Obama.
Yeah,
treason.
burn down the house, John.
Yeah.
I mean, he already took all the files to his bathroom. I want to see the plumbing maintenance log as the White House for the plumbing. Are we stuffing files in the toilets there too?
I think yeah. Well, he's not known for keeping records. Anything that he doesn't sign shit. He doesn't.
How many burn bags are they using up there?
Oh Lord,
yeah.
have mercy.
Signs executive orders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he does that.
He doesn't use an auto pen either, John. You know that. He uses a Sharpie.
That whole note that came out from the Wall Street Journal, in the silhouette of a woman's body.
Yeah.
And he supposedly signed his name at where the pubic hair goes. It's kind of like what
with the Sharpie,
Stephen Colbert said last night. Well, did you hear what Stephen Colbert said? He said, "Oh, great! Now all of this, everything he signed, is pubic hair signature. It was golden."
Yeah, they showed him holding him up a bunch of executive orders and shit that he signed that all looked like that. I'm telling you, hold on to your britches for the next few months because Stephen Colbert's going to let it fly.
It's going to be, yeah.
And the crowd that came in to support him was just fantastic. It's shit.
What a shit show.
It is. But it speaks to, again, what the fuck? We all know what this is about. Stephen Colbert's getting canned because Donald Trump wants him to get canned because he wants to take his revenge out on whatever Stephen says. The same way he wants to take out revenge on Obama. Anybody that went against him or speaks against him or anything. I swear at that correspondence dinner, that's when it was solidified in Trump's head that he was going to do everything in his power to try to bring Obama down. And if that meant running for president, the shocking thing was he won. The really shocking thing is he came back and did it again. But that's on us. What's that old saying? Fool me once.
Yeah.
Shame on me. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. And he did. He convinced a good portion. I won't want to say more than half because I don't believe that shit. To elect him again.
I think they were just so, pardon the French, mind fucked that they were down this hole and they were just going to ride it. And
I think there was a lot of things
so
involved.
Holy in all
misogyny,
of it.
one of them.
True.
The problem this country has with electing a woman president.
Yep, that's it right there.
We have
You're
not
right.
cleared that hurdle yet. And
No.
we're behind the times. Other countries have. Shit. But then again, we don't have high-speed rail either. We like things in the old way. You know, it's just sad. It's pitiful. But that's what we got.
But like I said, I'd like to know. I mean, I'm a firm believer. Follow the money, and how far does that Epstein money go back?
Oh Lord.
Because, like I said, not everybody owns an island.
Oh no. Oh no. But those with influence.
But did he really own the
power.
island? Who actually really owned the island?
Well, I think he did.
I don't know.
Who was the island acquired from?
Oh, no, there's a question I don't know. The answer.
There's a good one.
But who, I don't think anybody involved in that island did not know what was going on that island. Because it was so open. It's described by people that were there. It's pretty damn well just walking around in front of God and everybody.
Well, you run in the same circles talk about the same thing.
Well, the level of trust that some of these people must have had in Epstein's ability to keep that all quiet speaks volumes too. It's the whole ball of wax of not only Epstein's involvement and Maxwell's involvement, but other people too, who assisted in this shit, who set things up, who knew what was going on. Turned a blind eye to it.
Contributed to it.
Contributed, deeply to it.
Yes.
And again, I keep coming back to where does that leave us? Where does that leave us as a society? If we can't deal with this, if we let this just slip away and let it be, swept under the carpet with some bullshit investigation that says nothing here,
Oh, hell no. We ain't going to do that this time.
No,
Nope.
I don't think so.
Keep pushing it. They're pissed. And this is one of the few times that I've seen some bipartisan cooperation. There was a bunch of senators and other people that signed something today that they want to have that released. And, Nancy Pelosi and Marjorie Taylor Greene were on that list of people who
Really?
signed.
Together, bipartisanship, you
Together.
say. Boy, howdy. That's what I mean. This, it's going to be hard, but we see them. I just saw one right before it came on. Some Republican, I think it must have been a congressman. He was giving the wishy-washy answer of, well, we don't know the Epstein thing and
Bullshit.
something. Huh?
Just say bullshit.
Bullshit.
Right
Bullshit.
space. Bullshit.
Well, you see where
You know all
Speaker
about it.
Johnson sent everybody home, so we don't have a vote on that shit.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that convenient? They'll
Isn't
stay.
that
They'll stay
convenient?
around the clock when it works for them. But
Yeah.
and-
Yeah, to get the
Yeah.
big beautiful bill passed, we'll stay around the clock. Got a vote coming up on the Epstein case. Yeah, no.
oh no, we're
we
going
gotta
home
go.
early. Sorry.
Yeah, we
Going
gotta go
on-
home.
Yeah.
I'd love
Recess.
to help you out with your little problem there, but we gotta go. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Hey, let me catch up because Non-Useful 2 came in with a $5 donation and said, whatever happened to those human remains investigators found on Pedo Island?
I don't
That's a
remember
good
that.
question. I don't remember hearing the story on that. That there were bodies found. Boy, howdy shit. If there were bodies found, that opens up a whole new ball of wax. And Non-Useful 2 came back with another $2 and said, Jenny Thomas is a checkerboard chick. Jenny Thomas. Boy, howdy shit. Imagine that's Clarence Thomas's wife. Supreme Court Justice. I use that term lightly. I don't think there's much justice left in them. All for sale, baby. With that man. Justice is for sale. Isn't it the shits? Where we're going.
Well, I don't know who owned the island before Epstein. I know who bought it recently.
Who bought it recently? Who wants that?
Well, exactly. So let me go back here. Financier Stephen Deckoff paid $60 million for Great St. James and Little St. James. It's actually two islands. Yeah. And Dekoff is the founder of Black Diamond Capital Management. He plans to try and make some kind of destination type place where good luck there, Steve.
Really? A destination place? What? Like a
but the original asking price,
attraction?
the original asking price was $125 million.
Oh.
He paid $60 for it. Because it sat there for a while because nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted to touch
this guy did. And he's got plans.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy shit. Dangerous, how the hell are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. Just
Good,
hanging between two trees.
Guy lives in Hawaii. How could he not be doing fine? You know,
I'm in the shade under my avocado tree, laying in a hammock, just trying to stay out of the sun.
All right.
Just kind of
done
swinging
pissed
back
everybody
and forth,
off.
listening to. I know. Anyway, I find it really interesting for a guy who screamed at the top of his lungs nonstop for years about weaponization of the judicial system. And yet, what a fucking hypocrite piece of shit. I mean, if this isn't weaponization of the government to the nth degree, and yet that was his whole big complaint. They're weaponizing the government.
It's obvious, especially with Tulsi Gabbard now investigating Obama, bringing up the whole Russia 2016 thing again. We're going to reinvestigate that. Really? Really? I thought we did that.
What about Hillary's emails? What about her fucking emails?
Oh, her emails. All that's got to be investigated again, too.
Oh, yeah.
Stand by to stand by.
Hunter's laptop.
This may be a maybe.
Don't forget it. Hunter's laptop.
Yes, Hunter. Oh, big
that'll
time.
Get a whole new. That'll get another 4-year investigation.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Oh, the things they will find, I'm telling you. Yeah, all of that. And we all know it's bullshit.
How come we don't turn around and do the same exact thing back? You're weaponizing the government against us. I mean,
I think it's pretty obvious.
Calling cry.
He's not only he's weaponizing the government, the judicial system. ICE agents. Yeah.
I figure what's good.
Turning it all against the American people.
Right? I figure what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Just throw it right back.
I like the attitude of the young lady that wrote the article that Miss Chick read. That's who we have to be. We have to step into it, baby. We have to adapt, overcome, and move forward.
Step up, be loud, don't let it go.
Yeah, don't let it go. Demand an answer for everything.
But I feel the Democratic Party as a whole out here and the populace is saying that. Why are y'all, still clutching your pearls over? No, we're tired of this. Get after it.
It's all about the midterm. I really
think if you read the comments on these, if you read the comments on some of these videos and stuff, and people are like, what? Y'all are still not, you got to fight fire with fire, just like the lady said in that.
Right.
What are y'all doing? Yeah,
like I say, lawlessness
and I think the populace on the blue side and others.
Yeah, I say lawlessness from their side should also allow us to have lawlessness from our side too. Except we won't go as low as they go. We'll keep ourselves out of the crosshairs.
We're talking about gerrymandering. Go for it. They're doing it. Fuck yeah, let's do it too.
Yep.
Let's play that game. But when it comes to protest against this shit, we cannot use violence in that because that plays right into his hands. Yeah, that's.
It's better just to sit down and be like the burning monk that set himself on fire.
Baby.
You know
what
statement. I mean? Make a statement. Although I'm not going to set myself on fire.
No, I wouldn't recommend that. I understand it kind of hurts.
It's kind of a final solution,
Besides that, we lose a vote. Don't want to do that. We need every vote.
Well, that's a bummer about
get.
Poor Ozzy today. My God, he lived to 76 with Parkinson's. He did a show just 2 weeks ago.
He just recently did a goodbye show, a farewell tour.
Yeah, he did his goodbye show.
Boy, had his shit. He knew.
In Birmingham, England, and he had fucking Metallica was there, and Guns N' Roses played along with him. I actually just pulled the video up offline, and I mean his final performance. It was called "From the Beginning," and I was watching part of it while your show started. Pretty good show. You can find it on YouTube. He was sitting in a kind of a chair, though. He wasn't standing
Yeah.
up. But
Yeah, I heard
anyway,
he was sitting in the chair, but he knew all the words, baby.
fucking A.
He
So
was
did the
still
whole
with it.
crowd.
And I think that raised like $340 million for Parkinson's research.
Yes, it was for a benefit. It was a
Boy,
benefit
howdy
concert.
shit.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy shit.
I mean, talk about going out on a bang.
A rocker.
Man.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
baby.
Yep, the Prince of Darkness is now in the light.
Ain't he?
How controversial he was in the day. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yes. Anybody listen to him, you're
I'll
going
tell
to
you
hell.
though, that first album that they came out with, Black Sabbath with Paranoid and War Pigs and Iron Man. I mean, we all remember those songs. I am Iron Man. Those were great. That was great. And you know, Tony Iommi, his guitarist, he had two missing fingers. You know that? His forefinger
Yeah.
and middle finger were missing. And he had to play guitar with two plastic fingers, but he still didn't miss a note.
Boy, howdy
So
shit.
go figure.
Pretty damn good. Pretty damn
pretty
good.
impressive.
Hey, let me thank
Pretty
Keith Thompson.
impressive.
That Marine came in with $2, said, the truth will set you free. Except for Trump. Not for Trump. Yeah. Well, we're still waiting on that part. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate it tremendously. Yeah, we're still waiting on that part. That's what's so frustrating.
Yes, we are.
That's what's
With
so
bated
frustrating
breath,
about
mind
this
you.
asshole.
We're waiting with bated breath, brother.
with
That
all
day
of
we're
the
waiting
shit,
for it.
everything that man has done. Talking about Trump, just over decades, and yet there he sits.
We were
It
talking
just
about the other
amazes
day
me.
in the room after your show, John. We were talking about starting a death pool, and everybody started coming up with ideas. Like people were trying to set dates. I go, "Oh, by May of next year, guaranteed you won't be alive."
Taking odds on when?
Then people were
Taking
talking
odds
about
on dates,
what
huh?
we think.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
soon
and
enough
so we're
would be
making
my
like
bet.
a death pool, and we're also deciding what he may succumb to, either a heart attack or a stroke.
Well, that's the
or
only thing
something
that's going
like
to
that.
keep him from trying to make another attempt at a third term, is his health. If he's breathing, you bet your ass he's gonna try to. Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah, he'd probably do it from a fucking hospital bed if he could.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's going to try to retain power, but it ain't going to work. I don't believe. The only way it works is if we're under martial law. If it's already, the whole system's collapsed. Which is why we cannot let violence be the name of the game.
Well,
Much as
let's,
you want
let's do
to.
the scenario. Let's do the scenario in our heads. What if Donald does go? Then we got J.D. Vance. If we get rid of him, then we got Mike Johnson. I mean, either way we go, it's just going to go down the same road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got one idiot after another standing in line of succession. So
That's by
what do
design.
we do? Yeah, but what do? We don't want Moses Mike, and we don't want eyeliner Vance in there. So
No, we don't.
how do we get rid of all of them? Do we just send a cruise missile on the Capitol when they're all there one day?
I think we should send them all pink slips.
Yeah.
You're fired. Just say
You're fired.
You're fired.
Seems to be
Put
a
it on
popular
Doge
thing.
headline. Put it on Doge with their logo.
Oh,
on
there
the
you
top.
go.
Doge.
Send them.
Your
Send 'em an
services
offer.
aren't needed
Send 'em an
anymore.
offer.
Yeah, we'll just send them one of those sort of letters, those form letters, misspelled.
I think he does, Harris. Hey, let me thank Fox Wolf Warrior, came in with $2 donation and said, eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Time to get even. Boy, howdy shit. It is. It's time to get even. In the ballot box, baby. We need your voice. Jesus, we need your voice. And Blue Dot Greeter came in with a $5 donation on behalf of JWB52Z. So, thank you, JWB52Z. Appreciate the shit out of that. And thank you, Mark, for assisting with that. Appreciate the shit out of that. Anyway.
I was trying to run a scenario through my head why we might not
hell.
have midterm elections.
Be careful.
And, if there was a war happening, and right now I heard that Iran is making more rumblings about, I guess the prime minister came on this morning and went and said, yes, America, you did really wreck our nuclear program. But and by the way, we're not going to necessarily do any retaliatory strikes, but they're not happy, and they're not acting like they're going to let this go away quietly into the night.
No, they're not going to. Their response may be timed. It makes the world a more dangerous place. I don't know in that part of the world how
you
it
keep
get
poking
any
a
more.
hornet's nest, you're gonna get. Yeah, you keep poking a hornet's nest, you're
This
gonna
whole
get
shit
stung,
in
bro.
the Middle East is just, it's beyond pitiful. The number of people that are dying in Gaza of starvation. Of starvation.
Oh, and Israel started new actions in Gaza yesterday. They started
moving
new
tanks
ground
in.
defense right in the right in the
Moving
central
tanks
part
right
of
back
Gaza.
in.
Why? Why? I
Well,
thought that they were saying, "Hey,
because they haven't killed everybody yet." Which obviously is the intended outcome.
Yeah.
It's there's enough hurt going on all over the world. We don't have to look hard to find it. What we do or fail to do about it is the problem. We see it in Gaza and we see it in Ukraine. It's what we fail to do. It's what we fail to stand up for. That's the problem. There's your problem, baby. Is America's morals changed? I don't think so. Have the people's,
I think this Epstein thing is really going to question that.
It should.
Well, I mean, look, they released the MLK files yesterday. Do you think that even made a blip in the news? Barely. Nope. I mean, nobody really cares about a 57-year-old, sort of I mean, we love Martin Luther King, don't get me wrong, but we got something way more pertinent that's only 6 years old, you know what I mean, to deal with. So you are correct, Candace.
And it's still part of putting gold lame all over our White House.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Pretty soon he's going to get the fucking spray painters out and he's just going to spray it all gold.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I got buttons.
Oh, you got your buttons?
Oh, I got my buttons. You know what that means, doesn't it?
That means you can play the song, John.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
The other day I was in the car with my son driving down the highway, doing whatever sons and dads do, going down the highway, and I've been tired of listening to the same old like 60s music and a little country and all this. So I popped in a little 40s music, and Glenn Miller came up, and what's the name of that song? Oh shit. Anyway, it's to that tune, and my son recognized it from this song. Dad, that's a shut the fuck up song. I goes, yes it is. Yes it is. And I'm happy that he made that connection in his head. So, yeah. Hey, let me thank Waltham's 22. Came in with the $2 donation and said, howdy from Youngstown, Ohio. Outstanding, Waltham's. Appreciate the shit out of it, baby. Everywhere across the country and around the world. That's where we are. Y'all know that shit? We're worldwide. Y'all impressed? Well, you should be. Damn it. Anyway. What else is going on in the news that we should concern ourselves with?
Massey, Republican from Kentucky, Massey is giving Mike Johnson hell, man.
Over
these Epstein files. Yeah, he's giving him hell.
Is he giving him hell because he shut down fucking Congress?
Yep.
Early?
Yep, and they're
I
not
hope so.
releasing it and whatnot. And oh, here comes my Ricky Bobby neighbors. Hang on a minute.
Okay. Tell him
Ricky
hi.
Bobby
Ricky
neighbors, is
Bobby.
that what she said?
Yep, Ricky Bobby.
My Ricky Bobby riding their cut off muffler four wheelers down the county road. You can't hear nothing. You can't even hear
Oh,
yourself.
I got that. I got that.
Okay.
Hey, did
Yeah.
anybody happen to see
Americana.
Adam Mockler was on Abby Phillips CNN, and he gave Kevin O'Leary a fucking ration of shit. Adam Mockler was on CNN last night. Did anybody happen to see that?
Yep. I seen the
Adam,
cuts from it. Adam
Oh,
Markler did a
okay.
great job.
Oh, that guy, he brings the receipts. I think the kid's only 24 years old. He's somebody to watch. You watched him
He
because
is.
for as politically motivated as he is, he's going to be a statesman later
My
in
son
life.
pulls up a lot of content creators on YouTube and whatnot, and I'm excited by the younger voices that I see. Seriously,
Yeah,
into
because Adam has
yeah.
been going into the lion. He's been on Fox News. He's been on Newsmax. He's on CNN,
Love
MSNBC.
it.
So, the Midas Touch Network, I heard some people give him some grief about the Midas Touch
Yeah, I
Network.
seen
And, of course, Ben Meiselas and
what's
his
his name
brothers
was
are
on there today.
billionaires now. But there's still 6 million viewers strong, and they're putting the pro-democracy message out. You wouldn't have the Luke Beasleys, the Adam Mocklers, the Tennessee Brandos if they didn't first get under the Midas Touch Network tent. And then they broke off and went off on their own and did their own thing, but they still are supported by the Midas Touch Network. So,
outstanding.
I'm just impressed
Yeah,
when I
it's a
see Adam
combined effort out
Mockler.
here.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
voices.
I mean, we can't really
I don't think there's
poo-poo that.
anybody trying to one up anybody in this shit. Everybody's voice matters in this.
We can't poo-poo them because we are so far behind in that side compared to MAGA. We need to cheer them on. That's the other thing.
That's why I give $5 a month to the Midas Touch Network and $3 to Adam because I believe in what they're doing.
That's what it takes, baby. That's what it takes. Hey, let me thank Silly Bebo. Brittany came in with a $2 donation and said, "Gold lame, more like pyrite projectile vomit." Yeah, that's probably what it is. Just
LeMay.
Yeah.
Gold LeMay, John.
Gold,
Yes.
gold LeMay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Gold LeMay.
Yes.
I'm not properly versed in
What does that mean in French, LeMay?
It means
Okay,
LeMay,
the
overlay.
the gold LeMay,
The
the overlay, the
Overlay.
paint,
The overlay.
the varnish.
Gaudy overlay.
Yes.
Gaudy overlay.
Our whole fucking White House is like that nowadays. Dumpster Diving Dragon 2.0 came in with a $2 donation and said, and they want to take THC from our pipe and bong. What the fuck? Really? No shit. Waiting
We're
on
all
it down
going to
here in
have
Texas.
to indulge to get through this. Shit.
Yeah, gonna be waiting a long time down here, baby. Be waiting a long. Well, because we have to protect the rest of the country from all them bales of marijuana being tossed over the fence. Hitting people.
Oh, you mean the DARE program from Reagan era? Yes, sir. I remember.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember.
You know what DARE stands for? Drugs are really expensive.
They've
Yeah,
gotten
shit.
that way.
We used
Oh,
to
I
always
think
do that with
I
that
think
DARE
it's
program.
And
Yeah,
because
drugs
all
are
of my
really
life there has
expensive.
been a drug war going on, and like the song goes, if there's a war on drugs going on, how come they're all around? Because
Yeah.
it's been going on all my life.
The only war is who's going to make the most money off of it.
Yeah,
the
that's
war.
exactly what it is, baby. And I'll tell you who it is. Law
We can thank
enforcement, baby.
Nixon for that.
Law
We can
enforcement
thank
gets a
Nixon
bigger
for
money
that.
chunk of that. Plus, I get to keep the shit.
Prescription. Your corporate
Mm.
drug pushers are afraid of the
because
municipal
now
drug.
you're talking about real
That's
money.
who the war
You're
is
talking about
against.
real money. You're talking about pot. You're talking about
Yes.
low end. Yeah, you want to talk money for drugs? It's in the prescription field.
Yeah,
That's
it's
where
in
it
this
is, baby.
prescription field.
Yeah.
That's who's up for that.
And everybody gets on that wagon. Shit, I'm a participant, man. I got drugs. Fuck yeah, I got drugs, man. Blood pressure drugs.
Well, shit, I don't know who's going to, do the so-called quote-unquote prescription legal drugs, because Medicaid ain't going to pay for it. So what's going to happen to that?
I rely on one drug. And it seems to have
What,
worked
beer?
all my life. It's like, no. No, I went down to beer. I still drink a little beer. I'm not as big a drinker as I was in my 20s and 30s.
Right.
But I smoked my first joint in 1969, and I haven't quit. I think I'm a poster
I
child
smoked
for
mine on my
fucking,
on my 10th birthday in 1970. So go
There you
figure.
go.
I haven't stopped yet either.
haven't stopped yet. Seems to have worked.
No.
Still working.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. What did they say?
If they ain't
Times
broke,
of
don't fix it.
pot will get. How's that old saying go? Times
It's
of pot will get you
pot
two
will
times
get you
of no
2
money.
times
Better
of no
than
money,
money will
better
get
than
you
money.
2 times of no
That's right,
pot.
buddy.
Right.
Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers. That's right.
That's the Fabulous Furry
Pot will
Freak
get you 2
Brothers.
times of
Gilbert
no money,
Sheldon,
better
who
than
was
money
the
will get you
artist.
2
I
times of
love
no
it.
pot.
I love it. Phineas T. Freak and Fat. What was
Sure.
what were their names? Do you remember what their names were?
Fat Freddy.
The Fabulous Freak. Fat Freddy, that's right.
Yeah,
Phineas
Freddy,
T. Freak brother, and then I forget. Oh,
Yeah.
what was Freewheelin' Franklin?
Yes.
Freewheelin' Franklin. Yes,
Look
those
at
were the
this.
3 Fabulous Freak
Two old
brothers.
farts going down memory lane.
Yeah. What was the old
That's
other
some
one too?
shit.
Ass, grass, or gas? Nobody rides
Nobody
for free.
rides for free. That was very, very, very. We've learned since then. We've come a long way from them.
Yes, we have.
As
Yes,
a matter
we
of fact, we have dispensaries down here, but on my recent tour of parts of the country, I was privileged enough or lucky enough to visit actual dispensaries where you walk in and there's actual bud behind the counter in little jars, and they're openly selling it to the public.
Anybody with the
Up
money.
until the time I made that trip, I had never experienced that, and I wanted to so bad. To go, and my
It's
first
almost
stop
like you
was
didn't
in
want to
New
leave,
Mexico.
did you? Almost like you
It's
didn't
like,
want to leave.
no,
Can I just take
I
a
could
chair and
leave.
sit here in the corner?
I could leave. I just wanted to go to the next one down the street. It's like,
Right.
oh, look, another one. Let's go see what they
Right.
got. Oh, look, another one. Let's go see what they got.
John was treating it like a damn flea market. Oh,
No shit.
It's like a
Damn.
kid in a candy store. A kid in a candy store. Totally. I know the feeling.
The highlight as far as the pot tour went was after we left the Grand Canyon. My son and I are on a trip, and we left the Grand Canyon, and we wanted to leave out the North Gate because I'd been to the Grand Canyon several times, but always in and out the main gate, the main thoroughfare. So we decided to go out the other gate and see where that led us. Well, my Lord, that part of the Grand Canyon and the Escalade up there, it is gorgeous. And you're off the federal property, off the state, I mean the park property and everything, and you're actually on an Indian reservation. Wow, that's pretty cool. So we're tooling along down the road, and all of a sudden, right there on the side of the road, cannabis store, really out in the middle of nowhere, there's nothing except these several big buildings with barbed wire all around a big high fence and all that shit. And then this little trailer-like thing outside the fence, and it was a pot dispensary. Well,
That's
boy,
funny.
had a shit. Of course, on that note, I had to stop. We had to stop. Well, of course, we got it out here in the middle of nowhere. Let's see what this is like. Son of a gun. That facility was a grow operation, a legal grow operation where they grow it and refine it and create all sorts of products from it and everything, but it was on an Indian reservation. So when we went in, we had already stopped, by the way, at several dispensaries on our trip, and it was quite expensive. Not there, because
Not there.
Not
They don't
there
gotta pay
because
federal
no
taxes,
taxes,
right? They
no
don't gotta pay
taxes.
federal taxes.
So
right,
we put
right.
together a little order, and the young lady said that would be $38, and I went, for all that? And she went, yeah. And she was smiling
Yeah.
because she said no taxes. And I said, well, look at that
Wow.
shit. Let's just double up on this order. Everything you see here,
Yeah,
bring another
exactly.
one. Bring another one.
Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead
it
and give
was
me an
fun.
extra ounce
It
of
was
that
fun.
Indian thunderfuck you got there. That
Yeah,
stuff is good
yeah.
shit.
It is. It is. For anybody that partakes upon the plant.
Do you
it's-
remember the name of that place out of
No.
curiosity?
No, but I know right
Ah.
where it is. I know right where it is.
I'm sure you could find.
If I
I'm
ever
sure
go
you could
back, I'm
pinpoint it
going
right
right
on the
back
map.
that way. No,
Good
it
deal.
was.
John's
It
put a
was
star
a,
on his map.
it was a trip to
Pinned it
that
on
my
his
son
Google
and I took.
Maps.
And we hit a lot of pot shots, but it's not the only thing we did. We went to visit Blue Dots. We
I know.
went to national monuments. We went to top of Pikes Peak. We did a lot. We zip-lined the Royal Gorge. We did a lot
That's
of shit.
fun.
It
That's a lot of
was.
fun. I've done that.
Yeah, we walked across the bridge and like, wow, okay, that's cool. And then you look right over there and there's this, at a higher altitude there's a zip line. And I looked at my son and said, well, I don't want to really walk all the way back. That's a quicker ride to the parking lot. And
Yeah.
that's what we did. But on that trip, yes.
As I recall, one of your highlights of your trip was also driving the Dragon's Tail in Tennessee, correct?
Oh, that, yes. For anybody, and I have 2 T-shirts that I bought there, and I wear them proudly because it was one of those places that shit you never knew existed until you, because for those that don't know, it's called the Dragon's Tail. It's up in North Carolina, and it is 318 turns, I think, in 11 miles.
Wow.
There are no side
Holy
streets,
shit.
so there's no traffic coming in that you have to worry about. So, just how much guts you got? That's the only question. Just how fast can you take that 11 miles?
Great motorcycle.
Oh,
I
yes,
bet
there were
motorcycle driving on that would be
all up and down that
phenomenal.
road at prime turns. There would be a vehicle, usually a van, parked there, and a photographer sitting out there, and he's taking pictures of everybody that comes around that corner. Because, yeah, you're going to want a picture of your ass behind
people
the wheel,
laying
taking one
it
of them
down
turns.
in cafe riders where they're getting their
Yeah,
knee to the
they
ground.
have
They're making
gotten-
those turns super fast. Oh, that must look awesome.
Yeah.
That must be
Yeah,
fun
it
to
was.
watch.
It was. Now you're taking me down memory lane. My son and I had a great time on that trip.
Well, I had to bring you back. And I know your Washington
and,
trip was
I
quite
got
the
to
highlight,
stop
too.
and meet with Blue Dots up in Chicago, Illinois. David and Sally had my first taste. Had my first taste of Indian food up there. That was delicious, and got to visit the city of Chicago. And then went down to Washington D.C., seen all that, and then ended up at John and Carolyn Majesco's house with Pauline Hall and my son and I, and had a freaking wonderful time. Made a bond for life right there, and ended up at Leo Sahaki's house and did a show with him, and Tennessee Brando, and did a show with him. So.
And you haven't talked to him for a little while, have you?
I haven't talked to
Just
anybody
pick up
for
the
a
phone
while.
and give him a call.
I haven't talked to anybody for a while. I've been trying to get my life back together and pointed in the right direction and all that good shit, That's what I've been doing. But I'm trying to get my shit together. Because who wants to walk around with their shit hanging out?
See how y'all doing. You are. Exactly.
Anyway, Keith Thompson came back in with another $2 and said, to Trump and his ilk. Oh, he wants to hear it. Let's do it.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up.
Oh, hell
Shut the
yeah.
fuck up. Bow, bow,
Oh,
shut
hell
the
yeah.
fuck
Puts a
up.
smile on my
Shut the
face
fuck
every
up.
day.
Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
Yep. Always puts
Hey,
a smile on my face. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate
way,
that.
John, are you
Yes.
Are you considering? I know you were talking about maybe doing a Blue Dot get together sometime this summer. Did you?
It
still
has been
have
tossed
kind of
around.
any
I haven't
inklings about
solidified
that may
anything
happen?
with anybody yet. Anytime I have an opportunity to meet with Blue Dots, I'm up. I'm there. We've had I don't know.
Usually August and September are pretty good times. It's towards the end of summer, and get-togethers
we've had
are
probably
happening.
6
Not
or
that I
7.
could come, but
We probably had 6 or 7 of them, and every time I've walked away with friends for life. David and Sally, John and Caroline, Pauline. It's just friends. That
like
I'm gonna have.
David, he's not too far away from you in San Antonio, right? I mean, you also got Jorge. He's right there in Texas
Jorge's
too, right?
Yeah, Jorge's right. When you say near in Texas, Jorge's probably about a 4.5 hour drive from my house. To
How
his
far
house.
away is Dave from you? About the same?
Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David
Yeah.
Moore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Moore.
Yeah. When you're talking about Texas, yeah. That's why I was talking to somebody the other day. When you're making cross country trips for me, and by the time I get out of Texas in either direction, leaving here and going out through Beaumont or going out through El Paso, when you get to other states, they just click by.
It's nothing.
They
Yeah.
just click by. Just right
Yep.
on through it. Didn't even blink hardly. Stopped and got gas. That's it. Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know the specific miles from here to there, but we can tell you how
No.
long it'll take you to get there.
Yeah, we don't go in miles. We go in time.
We go in
Exactly.
hours.
Yeah, we
That's a
go
good one.
hours. How many hours is that away?
We're driving 8 hours today. We're just going to
Yep.
Austin.
Well, there's
That's
that old
funny.
saying, the sun is ris, the sun is set, and here I am in Texas yet. And that
Yep. Still chasing the sun.
okay.
The sun's going down, and I'm still in Texas. It's right.
Yep. But that same thing happens if you go north and south, like in California. You ain't getting out of there.
That's
or
true.
Florida. Or Florida from the panhandle
Florida.
down. Yeah, that
Yes.
sucks. You're in Florida
All the
forever,
toll
too.
roads.
Oh, yeah. So, anyway, I might come to Michigan. Barry, who knows? You know, we've normally had our Blue Dot family meetings in San Antonio, probably usually because it's more convenient for me to. I can drive there in 2 hours or something. And
This
the
will be the time
Riverwalk.
of year to get up into Michigan. You know, August, September are good months up there in that part of
Yeah.
the country.
Well, we've toyed
know,
with
it's
the
warm.
idea of doing something outside of San Antonio because we have had every one of them in San Antonio, and
Right.
you know, there's make it more accessible to other people, in another area. But it's being talked about, being tossed around. Anytime
I guess
we get
that
together,
Maui's
we have
out
a
of the
good time,
question
baby.
then.
Yeah, I
I
think
guess
so.
coming here to Hawaii is
Yeah.
out of the question, right? We're
Yeah.
not going to get too many people coming
We're not
out
gonna-
this way.
yeah. Just
Oh, well.
I'm one of them.
I still guarantee a good time if you made it.
Oh, I'm
I'd still
sure.
give you a good time while you're
I'm
here.
sure. Yeah. Wish I could, but that's a
I
little
know.
out of reach. So
For now.
anyway,
Yeah.
that's how come I do San Antonio. Hey, the Riverwalk's beautiful. People always love the
Yeah.
Riverwalk.
Well, the Riverwalk is
I've
so
never been-
pretty, and there's so many places to eat, and there's so many hotels and all different price ranges
There's
for
bars,
everybody to
yeah.
stay.
Plus the
Yes.
ambiance of
When
just walking around. the
when I
river.
was down there for the eclipse, people said stay away from I drove on the outskirts of San Antonio, and I just did it. I wanted to go do that river walk, but I was afraid of everybody else and their brother being there for the eclipse. It would be harder than hell to get into San Antonio and get back out. So I said, I'll just drive by. But I've heard the river walk is beautiful,
the
especially
Riverwalk
during the
is
spring,
it's
right?
gorgeous. It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
take
it's
a boat
gorgeous.
ride,
Yeah.
right down the middle of the river
Oh.
if you want, and,
Mm-hmm.
and see it that way.
The
But it's better
food-
just to walk
The
around it.
food. You can't beat the food.
No. Oh, and there's every kind of restaurant you could think of.
Yes.
You don't like this one? Walk a few feet. You'll see another one or a nice bar, a little hole in the wall or
Mhm.
something. Or
But
a
there's
little,
lots of Texas barbecue down there.
There's a little bit. There's a little bit.
A little bit.
Wisconsin.
Tex-Mex.
Carl says Wisconsin. Beer, cheese, and brats. Works for me.
There you go.
That works for me. I'm trying to expand my palate. Here lately, John has eaten sushi for the very first time. Well, I say that for the very first time. I was stationed in Japan for a while. Stayed away from that stuff at that time. I was young. And so, yeah, I don't remember. Everything I ate in Japan back then, I made sure was cooked. Just a thing in my head. I don't know what it was. But no, I went to a sushi restaurant and was quite surprised at just how damn good it was. So,
I
I'm trying
love
to expand
sushi.
my palate. Had Indian food the other night. Damn. Yeah.
I
That was
can't
great.
eat sushi anymore. After you have a liver transplant and you're immunocompromised, they
shit,
said no
yeah.
more raw fish for you anymore. And I thought, fuck, you might as well just cut my fucking left nut off after that. 'Cause I love sushi.
Oh, it was.
I could only eat the cooked stuff like that blue crab. You know what I mean? I love those that blue crab out of where's that come
I
out of?
just had that
Chesapeake
too,
Bay?
but that's not new for me. Huh?
I know. That stuff is oh no. I love that stuff. Those little blue
Oh, yeah.
crabs out of Chesapeake Bay. I think that's where they come from, right? You
Oh,
can eat the whole thing.
I had
too.
the big king crab the other day. Big long legs. And
Hey,
shit.
don't be rubbing that in. Don't be
I know,
rubbing that
I
in.
know.
I'm too
And I
far
gotta
north
remind
to get the really
myself
good
every
stuff.
once in a while. I live on the coast, you know, so
Yeah, you get a lot of seafood then.
a lot of
right?
seafood down here.
Seafood.
You
Yeah.
can drive right down to the T heads down here at Corpus Christi Bay and buy the stuff right off the boat. Fish or
Oh,
So
shrimp,
you
yeah.
can
whatever
buy
it is,
you can buy
oysters,
like fresh perch and shit like
yeah,
that right off
yeah,
of boats
right
there.
off the
Shrimp
boat.
Oh no,
boats, especially the
okay.
shrimp
Yeah,
boats. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
The
Oh,
shrimp
yeah.
boats parked down there. That's a huge business right there by itself because they sell it right
Yeah.
off the back of the boat, right off
How
the
big are
fan
the
Oh,
pit.
yeah.
shrimp? Are they good sized
Oh
shrimp
yeah, they're
or
good sized
just
shrimp.
little?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Oh,
No
no.
little shrimp. No, big ones.
Oh, good.
They'll ask you,
Prawns.
they'll ask you, are these cooking shrimp or bait shrimp? Which one do you want?
Yeah, they will.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
and sometimes it's the same one. Because
it
on
is.
more
But
than one
still,
occasion,
they'll
I've
ask
been
you on
out
the size.
fishing at late at night
Can
with
you really
bait
tell the difference?
and be under a lantern and then get some of that bait shrimp and just put it right there on top of the lantern lid and turn it over every once in a while and cook that up. It's just fine. It's good. Good to go.
You
Good old
can go get
popcorn
your
shrimp.
you can go get your bait squid and all that stuff for bay fishing. All that right off the boats.
You order at
Yeah.
the restaurant, it's just got calamari. Calamari. Yeah. So just
Do they have squid out there? Are there
depends on
squid?
if
Can
you
you
just
catch squid right off
yes.
of the?
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
you can buy it
sure.
right off the boat.
Depends. If you
Yeah.
put it on a
Yeah,
hook,
'cause
it's bait.
squid. You just
You put it on a
you
plate
just
at
hook
dinner.
them. Yeah, you just snag those suckers. You just drop your hook and you just snag them, and I don't know, they're floating around. You got to beat the shit out of calamari though to eat it. It's tough as a fucking
Yeah, it's
rubber
pretty tough.
tire.
Yeah. I prefer
But
to use
But
it
it's
as
good
pretty
bait.
good
bait.
if you beat it
It's
out.
good bait
Yeah.
out there bay fishing.
It is.
It's
good.
really good bait
It's
for
good
bay
bait.
fishing.
I prefer it
Yes,
for
it is.
bait
Yes.
over anything else.
I agree.
Anyway,
I agree.
I guess we will start calling it a night.
Now we're foodies here. We're all foodies. Well, John,
Hey,
it's been fun.
I often say
appreciate
we
you
talk
bringing
about
me
whatever the
in.
hell the conversation comes up around this table. That's what we talk about. We are mainly dedicated to politics around here and how much the asshole is trying to destroy this country. But yeah, we'll talk dinner. We'll talk
We beat
seafood.
that
We'll
dead
talk
horse
whatever it
so
is.
many times.
Whatever. Yeah.
God, we've been beating that dead horse for way too long.
Well, he
and we
ain't
just
dead
wish
yet.
he would die already.
Yeah, he
It's
ain't
the
dead
horse
yet,
that
so
won't
we got to
die.
keep beating. And that little thing that Miss Chick read should
Yes,
inspire
we
all of
do.
us to do just that. To stay in this fight, to use your voice, to get it, make it louder, make it count.
Where did you
Oh,
get
by
that,
the way,
Mr.
I love
Chick?
what
Can you
I love
share
what
that?
people are
Hang
doing
on,
to
Daryl.
ice. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, can Mr. Chick share that so maybe we can send that to our congressmen and representatives?
It's on Substack.
It's on
Okay.
Substack.
Yep, Substack.
Did you put her name in the chat?
I did not.
Could you do that?
I'm not trying to make you work for it, Mr. Chick, I promise.
I got to get back up is all.
By the way, has anybody noticed what people are doing against ICE agents in LA and different places where tow truck drivers are following them around, and as soon as they park their
Yeah.
vehicles illegally, they go and they tow them, or people
Good.
run around
Good.
with cameras all day long and follow these son of a bitches,
Good.
and they hate that.
Good.
They hate that. They're making their lives very fucking uncomfortable, as they should. Just like the
Good.
sleepless ice,
They get out,
where
take
people
off
go
the
around
fucking
in
mask,
tank
get some air.
tops
You know,
and pants.
it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
We have brown shirts running
I
around
like some of the
kidnapping people. Is what we have.
Well,
We have an
the
authoritarian
good trouble
force
people
running
are
around.
creating. We need to think outside the box with these guys, you know.
We
And I
need to
like
use
some of
every
the
bit of the
ideas
box.
people are coming up with.
We need to use every bit of the box and outside the box and around the box, everything. Whatever it is.
Just throw them in the box.
I mean,
Throw them in the box, seal it up, and mail it off to
I'm up for that one too.
Epstein
know.
Island. Epstein Island. Let them stay there.
Epstein Island. Hey, by the way, that's kind of weird that they got rid of all the people out of CCOT. I guess that was a failed experiment. I understand that all of the people that were sent there were then transferred to Venezuela. So we don't have anybody that we sent to
Not
CCOT there anymore.
exactly transferred. They were traded. It was a deal.
Traded, right? Whatever, but
Yeah, we're
at least we don't have anybody that was taken out of the United States sent there. So that's $6 million a month or whatever we were supposed to give him, or was it $6 million a year? I guess that came to a screeching halt.
boy, howdy shit. Hey, let me
I don't
thank
know that
Keith.
that came to a screaming halt yet.
Well, they're gonna, instead of sending them to CCOT, they'll just build them here in the United States. I see all the people protesting in front of all these different places that they want to start making detention centers.
Good.
People are out in
What it's gonna
force this
take.
weekend.
That's what it's going to take.
By the way,
our voice.
did you notice that the people in Durban, California, all the Japanese Americans showed up with like tons of like really slickly made posters talking about internment camps and let's not repeat history again?
Won't repeat
Oh
history,
my God,
yeah.
that was insane.
That's what we're doing.
I saw that this
That's
weekend.
what we're doing.
I was going, holy shit. I mean, they said these were people that were in internment camps. In fact, I guess 120,000 Japanese were interned in
Yeah.
Dublin, California. So yeah, people were outside of that facility protesting this weekend,
Good.
saying never again.
Good. They should.
And they had wow, it was heavy. I mean, yeah, all these different detention or federal prisons that they're looking to turn into FEMA internment camps.
Alcatraz.
People
Are you
protesting.
shitting me?
Not in our backyard, dudes. Not in our
Anyway.
backyard.
Let me thank Keith Thompson. That Marine came back with another $2 just to say, fuck Trump and his ilk. Good message there, Marine. Thank you very much. Anyway, Dangerous. Thank you for coming in,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
Appreciate the hell out of it. Enjoyed the
Yep.
conversation.
Make sure that people hit that like button and
There you go.
subscribe.
It's right down
and
there.
Send money. Send money.
Hit the like button at least. Like, share, and subscribe.
At
That's what
least
we
that.
want.
Yeah.
There you
Minimum.
go. That'll take it.
Anyway, you know what? Thank you, John. I appreciate a seat at the table. It's nice to hear everybody's voice.
You bet. Take care of yourself,
Right.
brother. Come back.
Enjoy, Daryl.
Well, man, keep a smile and remember, spread that shit around because they're free and the world sure needs it.
There you go. We all need that.
Right?
Anyway,
That's right.
Candace.
John.
Candace, thank
Hey,
you,
John,
darling.
thanks for bringing me to the table again,
I
honey.
appreciate
I
it.
appreciate
I
it.
appreciate you coming in. You always provide good conversation, baby. I appreciate that.
Well, I just think everybody needs to take a deep breath so that we can still have the energy to go on with this and not let it
Oh, yeah.
die like they're wanting it to
Yeah.
die. And
Don't let this die out. This has got to be, you got to
Right.
keep the fires burning on this shit. Anyway,
that's right.
Thank you.
Enjoy
darling.
your evening, honey.
Will
talk
do,
to you
baby.
later.
You do the same.
Happy
And I
trails,
want
y'all.
to
Bye-bye.
thank Ozzy Dave for coming in and lending his voice in here. And again, I really appreciate what that guy does because he takes care of injured animals when they come in. And he's a big animal rescue character. So not only politically active, but a big heart. And I appreciate him. Anyway, Miss Chick.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
Well, yeah. I got interrupted by dogs at least 3 times, but yeah, it was good.
My
I kept
son's out there
disappearing
watching
because-
mine, so we rotate them
Yeah.
out.
Crazy dogs.
Ah.
Yeah,
love my
before we
dog.
go, there was a little bit of breaking news.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was actually around 5:30, between 5:29 and 5:30.
What happened?
Talk about trying to deflect. So, the orange one posted, I presume this is on Truth Social, but somebody always copies it and drags it over. So 4 different posts. One of them is stating that he is going to be granting $11.7 million to the beautiful state of West Virginia for severe tornadoes and flooding that impacted their people in June. Then he went on to say that he just finished speaking with Governor Mike Braun at the great state of Indiana, which I can give you all the icky stuff, but he's approving $15.1 million for severe flooding and tornadoes, which took place in early spring. And then he also spoke to my governor, Gretchen Whitmer, to let her know that he's approving $50 million for the wonderful state for public assistance to help them recover from our terrible winter storms. Hey, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
And the last one was that he gladly approved 2 declarations for the great Commonwealth of Kentucky for 2 storms in April and May, one for $28.9 million and the other for $27.1 million, for a total of $56 million.
Good.
Yeah. Bribe. Oh, bribe much? It's the old, here, see, I'm doing good stuff. Don't look at that other thing.
Yeah. Don't look at all that other stuff. Look what I did.
People have only been groveling and begging for this help for a while.
For a long time.
Here's better late than never, right?
And all of a
Better
sudden he's
late
got
than never.
money to just throw
better
around.
late than never,
Huh.
but yeah, it'd be a whole lot better if it was sooner.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah, like when it's asked for, when it's really needed at the time. Yeah.
somebody in Texas just resigned their position because of the amount of time it took to get any assistance for the flood down here in Texas. Because
Yeah.
for the emergency assistance, because it required a signature, and the lady wasn't around to get a signature anyway.
All sorts of
That's
gnarly
good, though.
stuff.
Yeah.
But maybe if that's a good thing that comes out of all of this, that's a good thing. But somehow, I just don't trust him. He says he's going to do stuff, and then he doesn't
He
do it.
says he's going to do a lot of things, so.
Yeah. It's easy to write down numbers and make
Sure.
promises.
Following through on them, that's the key.
And one would
That's
assume,
the key.
well, he's approving it, so maybe it was already sitting on his desk. I don't know. He just didn't put that funny signature on it. Anyways, John, there was a lot of people that shared our shit.
They
All he
should
had
share,
to
as
do
you
was
say.
sign his pubic hair signature to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to get it, yeah. We have shit shares, you say.
We have shit sharers. Lovely shit sharers.
I love the shit shares, baby.
I know. So
This
they
shit's
shared this shit around New
all over the
York.
place.
Tim T did around New York.
Really?
Steve F did it in Washington. J.S. did it in Michigan. Jeanette D D from Denmark.
Denmark.
Right?
Outstanding.
Denmark. Yeah.
Love it.
And
love
Helen
it.
H from Ohio and Peggy B shared her shit around Arkansas.
Around Arkansas.
Yeah.
Shit, there's shit all over the place.
There is. They're
Our
spreading
shit
it.
is spreading all over the place.
Gonna need one of them little
good
spreaders
shit.
that they pull around behind the tractor to spread our
Yeah.
shit. So
Yeah. Make sure our shit gets all deposited in the right places.
and all the seagulls will fly after it because that's
There
what they
you
do here.
Hey, let me thank Silly Bebo. Brittany came in with $5 right before going out the door and said, George Taki, they called us enemy. A graphic novel about the Japanese internment. Indeed. A sad
Oh.
part of our history. But it sure looks like we're repeating it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Chick, I appreciate everything you do, darling. Thank you very
Well, you're
much.
welcome, John.
And to everybody out there, I appreciate you so much being a part of this family. I love all the conversation that goes on, but most importantly, I love you for being involved in our political life. Because if you listen to this show, you're involved. You're concerned. Keep that momentum going, baby. As a matter of fact, put another log on the fire. Crank it up a little bit. We need all we can get. Anyway, on that note, tomorrow's
Give a
Wednesday.
special thanks to you too, John, for taking the time to put all of this together and show up 3 times
Shit,
a week,
baby.
plus your rants and all that you do and how dedicated you are to make this happen for everybody.
I
appreciate it, and I thank you
I
so much.
I
for all
rely
you've
on this
done.
family as much as, yeah. Ain't
You
mushy,
gotta
mushy
get them all
shit.
mushy.
Yeah,
get
get
'em
all mushy shit and all that crap. Anyway, well, take care of yourself. Put a smile on your face. Make sure to give that shit away. We'll be back here again on Thursday night for another Blue Dot Family meeting. So until then, take care of yourself, and I love you for being here and all that mushy shit. Good night, Miss Chick.